Shall we read another listener's story?
Oh, thank you.
I use lube pretty much every time in solo and partnered sex. With male partners, it's always me grabbing the lube. It makes it more pleasurable for P and V sex for me, and I get less irritation. I found that it's so poorly understood by men. They rarely even own lube, and it's me reaching for it and asking them to use it during, rather than them initiating. I've had experiences where men think I need lube because something is wrong. Fully grown, experienced men. My experience with female partners has been so different. Lube is a given. It's talked about openly, we've shopped for it together, which makes for a more positive and enjoyable time.
Shopped for it together.
That's so... I think it just shows that everyone needs to learn more about lube and people's bodies as well. It's so undereducated.
I've found in the past that it is mainly men that just don't really, maybe because they don't use lube, or again they haven't been taught, but
well, they don't have vaginas, they have penises that don't need to get wet and they don't need to be lubricated
unless they're into butthole play, and then that's quite fun. But I completely relate to this person, and it sounds like the experiences that I've had where I have been with anyone other than a cis man has been so lubey.
It's so true, and it's really sad, and I think it happens with me, like with new partners. I'm always like a bit like, oh, how are they gonna feel about me wanting to get the lube out? Are they gonna not understand? Are they gonna think that something's wrong with me? And there's always this line of questioning in my mind, just like the seconds before I go and reach the lube. And I'm always like, can I? And I ask them permission to get the lube. Permission. And they're like, yeah, sure.
And especially as this person's mentioned, experienced people.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. If you're younger, maybe you might not have been taught that much about lube. Like, you're an older person now. You should have done your research. You should be looking into how to pleasure your partners. And lube is just one of the ones that needs to be there.
Yeah.
I think I'd be really disappointed if I ended up shagging someone who was like, an experience. I always think of like experienced dom.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but are you though if you just don't grab the lube?
I do find that like the older I get, the more people are open to using lube and like more into it, because I'm hoping that with age comes wisdom.
It's sex wisdom.
Yeah. But also like I for any ages as well, I think if you're not in the spaces where you're having these like conversations, which as we know so many people aren't, then you're not going to be educated and you're just maybe going to think something's wrong with you. And if you want to hear us talking more about lube and other really saucy subjects,
like masturbation, duo pleasure masturbation, hand jobs, pegging,
you can find the full episode here.